Hi beauties, my name is KT. Thank you for clicking on my video. On today's video we do these eyes that I had no idea what I was doing, but I did it and I love it. So I'm finna go out with my friends. So this is the look I'm going to have for tonight. So if you want to do this eye with me, keep watching the video. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with my daily hydration primer from ELF. Next, I'm going to use my blur stick from Maybelline, and I'm just going to kind of pat that in with my little fingers. Now I'm going to take my translucent powder, and I just can't go without setting my face with translucent powder now. Like, at first it was more optional, now I do it every single time. So today I'm going to be doing my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Dip Brow in the color medium brown. And I basically do the same technique as if I was using a pencil. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to conceal my eyebrows. And I'm going to use the two ELF concealers in Deep Olive and Deep Caramel. Now I'm going to take my ELF concealer in the color medium beige, which is pretty bright for me. And I'm going to use this to prime my lids for my eyeshadow. So I want to do an ombre pink thing kind of going. So I'm trying to really see how I want to do that. Oh, I just came up with a bomb eye. Okay. 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 I'm so happy I just thought about this because it'd be hard to think of a good look sometimes. But I just thought of one. So I'm going to go into my Box of Crayons palette. Hold on. Maybe not. I used all my red. I need a red. So, move my brushes. I'm going to use my red in my James Charles palette. Best brush cleaner alive. I don't know a better brush cleaner. I swear by it. I live by it. Hell, I'm subscribed by it. Okay, I'm gonna use this brush. I had to clean it. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my red, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna outline this like a cut crease. I have issues, I know. This is me freestyling. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that. So I'm put this red in the shape of a cut crease and then blend it out. And then I'm just gonna try to make the center a little more red. If that makes sense. Okay. Okay, so now that we did that part, I'm going to take more of the concealer that I used to prime my lid with. Okay, so I'm going to take this small brush. It is stained. I promise it's not dirty. I'm going to use this to drag my concealer in a cut crease shape without it being precise. I don't want it to be precise. Does that make sense? I'm going to kind of go here with it. So you want to definitely pat when applying this. You don't want to rub. It has failed me, but you can pat and it'll make it better. Okay, so I'm going to go back with my brush that I used with my red. Blend out the concealer in the red in this part right here. So now we're going to go with a flat eyeshadow brush, and the first color I'm going to use is going to be white. And I'm going to place this right here in the front. Okay. So now I'm going to use this pink in the James Charles palette. It's kind of a dark pink, but I'm going to use it with the same brush I use my white with. And I'm going to apply it toward the end, but not at the end. Remember, we ombré, so you're blending colors. We're going to take this same brush. I'm going to just dust it off on my hand a little bit. And then I'm going to go into this light pink that's in the James Charles palette. It's a very light pink. And I'm going to use this and go in between the white and the first pink we use. Okay, so that's not doing what I wanted to do. So I'm going to go back into the pink that we already used. And I'm going to bring it in more. Like that. Okay, so now I'm going to go into this palette I have by Dominique Cosmetics. Looks like this, and it has a dark pink right here. I'm going to take another brush, and I'm going to use this pink on the end to blend into the red. Okay, so now I'm going to go back with the first dark pink in the James Charles palette. And I'm going to use that on the sides. And I'm just going to blend it into the other pinks. Going back with the last pink, Dominique palette. And I'm just going to blend it again. You basically want to do this until you have the ombre that you're looking for. Now if you prefer it to be more bright, you want to go more with the light pink and probably bring it out. If you want it to be a little bit more darker, you want to go in with the dark pinks and you want to bring it more in. I think I'm set with my ombre. I'm going to use my Juvia's Place foundation in the color 340, which is a pretty good match for me. You know, one thing about my foundation though, like even though like this color matches so well, it's like I prefer it a little bit darker, especially when I know I'm going somewhere. Like if I was just recording for the video, I would probably only use this one. I gotta get a darker one and go over it. I feel like if my foundation is darker, there's no way that I can look like a ghost. But looking like a ghost is so easily done. Like, I know y'all think like people who be looking like ghosts, they can't do makeup. But to be honest, looking like a ghost is very easy. So a trick to help the flashback and ghostness out would be to go a little darker with your foundation. I think it's just better, especially when you highlight and contouring, because then we highlight and you know now the face is so highlighted with all this concealer, and I just feel like it brightens up a lot like in the face sometimes. And if you just go a tone or whatever a little darker, it'll just help out, you know what I'm saying? Like, not nothing crazy now. Don't go and be getting all extra dark knowing it's not your color. No, stay in your color, but just give it a shade darker. Like do what I just did, apply your exact color and then go in with like a little darker foundation, just a little bit, swirl it around in your color and then apply it over it, and it'll help it, like, you know, just be a little shade darker. So now I'm going to conceal with the deep caramel concealer. I love my concealer to only be right here, and I've noticed that the times when I do that, I be loving it. So yeah. I am going to make mine a little bit brighter. I'm going to go in with the medium beige color. And I'm just going to do a dot and a dot. They're small. I'm going to do a little bit more. And then I'm going to go ahead and cream contour my nose. I'm going to use this NARS foundation to cream contour my nose. Okay, so I went ahead and set my face, my Laura Mercier powder. And now, so I'm going to use this Milani Cream to Powder Foundation in the color Caramel Brown. I'm going to use this contour. And I know it's cream to powder foundation, but literally I use it just like I would use a powder. And just pick it up on my brush and apply it where I would like it to go. So now I'm going to take my duo blush and I'm going to use the lighter color. And I'm going to kind of blend that into my contour. So now I'm going to take my strawberry blush from Laura Mercier and I'm going to apply that on top of the blush I just applied and kind of under my eyes. You want to just tap your nose a little bit and your chin a little bit just to kind of give some color. I love blush, okay? Like, come on, blush. I'm going to take this highlighter by Danessa Myricks. This is the Halo Powder in the color Sun. This on my eyes. Yes, I am. I'm going to place it here and then just slightly pat it and then bring it back after sitting it in the front first. Okay, that'll work. I just needed a little something on top of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my liner and I'll be back. Okay, so I added my liner at the top and the bottom. I didn't do a wing today because we're not gonna do a wing. I know, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and take this black eyeshadow on this brush and I'm going to smoke out the end. I want to smoke it out, but I want to keep it cute. So I think this is enough. Okay, I'm feeling it. Let me just drag this one a little bit more to match the other one. I'm feeling it. And for the bottom liner, it was just black. I added a little brown powder so that my black wouldn't be so boring, but it's just black. A black line, not even a thick line. Just a simple black line under the eyes. So I'm gonna go back with my blush and kind of reiterate it where I want it to be. I'm gonna go back over my contour with this Soft Focus contour from Black Radiance. And it's not darker than the first one. It's just a shade so I can blend the contour and the blush a little bit better. And I'm gonna blend down too as well because you'll never want your face to not be tanned right. Go ahead and redot my moles. I usually do this part off camera, but since we're here, I'm gonna apply a little bit of highlighter on my nose. And right here. I think that's all I want tonight. Let me just put a little bit here. Yeah, that's all I want tonight. Let me go ahead and line my lips. Okay, so this is pretty much the finished look. I added my lashes. I finished my lips a little bit. I'm gonna add gloss, but a little later. What else did I do? Oh, and I added my mascara. I hope y'all enjoyed it because I really didn't know what I was doing. But I'm glad y'all stayed here through my freestyle. It's cool. I'm ready to go out, I guess. Yeah. All right, thank you guys for watching the whole video. Make sure y'all like, y'all subscribe to my channel, y'all comment whatever y'all want to see, or you know, just however you feeling. And I'll see y'all on the next video.